This version of you is built to win. You were engineered, not discovered, not motivated. You were built to win, built by standards you did not negotiate, built by decisions you made without witnesses, built by repetitions you completed when attention was absent. Winning is not an event for you, it is a structure you carry under weight. Most people believe outcomes shape who they are. You know better, your identity shapes every outcome. Two people face the same pressure. One collapses, one advances. Same world, different internal order. The difference is not desire, it is the design, how you are built. Most people live as draft, unfinished, editable by mood, editable by opinion, editable by external noise. You are not a draft, you are the final version. From early on, you were trained to stay manageable, predictable, safe to be around. You were rewarded for agreement, rewarded for staying small enough to be understood. Every time you pushed beyond the invisible line, resistance appeared. So you adjusted, you softened, you waited. Adjustment became habit, habit became identity. This is how average lives are formed, quietly, without confrontation. But winning demands confrontation, not with the world, with your internal rules. At some point, fitting in lost its value to you. You stopped asking how to belong. You started deciding what you would tolerate. That decision changed everything. You now operate in one or the other mode, reaction or command. Reaction waits, command creates. Reaction explains, command executes. Reaction asks how it feels, command asks what is required. Most people never leave reaction mode. They wake up and let the day program them. They fall for messages, they fall for news, they fall for other people's urgency. Then they wonder why they feel drained, why they feel tired, why they did not do their work. You moved into command mode, quiet, unimpressed, unrushed. You no longer negotiate with emotion. You use emotion as data, nothing more. This is where your discipline began, not as suffering, not as punishment, discipline as ownership. You decide when you sleep. You decide when you work. You decide when pleasure is denied. You decide when it is earned. Average people react. You design your life. That is why effort alone never separated you from the pack. You saw millions working hard and remaining replaceable, busy, tired, proud of exhaustion. You understood something early. Effort without structure leaks. When you identified as someone who tries, quitting made sense. When you identified as someone who finishes, quitting felt foreign. You changed identity first, behavior followed, results arrived, then came the phase no one wants you about. Output exceeded reward. No applause, no validation, no visible progress. You did not mistake that phase as failure. You recognized it as filtration. Pressure revealed structure. Weak structures collapsed. You adapted. You learned to move without guarantees, to continue without praise, to execute after motivation disappeared. That rewired you. You stopped performing, you started executing. You began thinking strategically instead of emotionally. You ignored noise. You observed patterns. You ignored noise. You understood incentives. You stopped arguing opinions. You changed positions. You moved quietly when others debated loudly. You stopped announcing plans early. You stopped explaining yourself to people who did not control outcomes. You learned that silence is leverage. You learned that dominance is not aggression. Dominance is certainty. Calm movement, measured words, final decisions. When you enter a room, something shifts. Your internal order does that. Winning demanded a cost. most never pay. Distance. As your standards rose, your tolerance dropped. As your discipline sharpened, excuses lost permission. Some people became uncomfortable around you, not because you changed the rules, because you stopped breaking them. You did not explain yourself. Growth does not require permission. You stopped chasing excitement, you chased mastery. You refined details others ignored. You removed inefficiencies others accepted. Your daily questions simplified. Become harder to replace. Become more capable under pressure. Not louder, not emotional, more competent. Eventually, ignorance disappeared. You saw your pattern clearly. Your wasted time, your soft decisions, continuing your old life became painful. That pain was not anxiety, it was clarity. Clarity gave you only two options: change or fail. You outgrew your old life quietly. Old habits felt childish. Old limits lost authority, not because you hated who you were, because your future demanded more. You stopped downgrading yourself to stay accepted. You rose, others adjusted. You realized winning is not intensity, it is consistency under load. Anyone can sprint. You learned to carry weight silently. You stopped seeking approval. You stopped negotiating standards. You built systems. You removed friction. You made decisions early. You learned that speed without clarity destroys outcomes. You learned that calm multiplies power. You slow the mind, not the mission. You pause before action. You decide once. While others rush, you position. While others react, you prepare. Pressure did not scare you, it organized you. Chaos never threatened you, it exposed who was untrained. You stop flinching, you stop rushing, you stop explaining. Then something changed again. Progress stopped feeling dramatic. No highs, no spikes, no external confirmation, only alignment. Alignment felt boring to people addicted to stimulation. You stayed anyway. You saw others exit, not because it was hard, because it was quiet. Energy pulled inward, focus sharpened, power accumulated silently. Life stopped rewarding effort and started measuring precision. Sloppiness was exposed, off decisions collapsed. At this level, everything became your responsibility. Ownership became clean, cold, simple. Discipline stopped feeling heavy. Discipline felt obvious. You stopped forcing action, stopped relying on willpower. Your environment now supports execution. Your schedule protects energy. Your attention is treated as capital. You realized most exhaustion is indecision. Decisiveness restored your energy. Once you chose, the mind quieted. Movement became efficient. Pressure no longer caused panic. No identity threat, no drama. The task remained the task. Praise lost its power. Criticism lost its relevance. You filtered noise. Distance increased naturally. Not everyone followed. Not everyone should follow. Solitude became productive. Time spent alone sharpened thinking. You began thinking in years, not moods. Urgency faded. Precision took over. Intensity stopped impressing you. You proved consistency under fatigue. Discomfort became information, not a signal. Regulation replaced aggression. You stayed functional when others reacted. You stayed precise when others shouted. Momentum built quietly. Opportunities appeared without announcement. Positioning created them. Your reliability attracted trust. Speed increased naturally. Clear speed. Readiness was assumed. Comfort never returned as a baseline. Alignment replaced comfort. You abandoned balance. You enforced alignment. Heavy days existed, light days existed. Both are here to train you. Inconsistency disappears. You wake up, you execute, you refine, you recover, you finally understand motivation was only the spark. Systems carried everything else, structures carried everything else. Your identity stopped being aspirational, it became operational. Maintenance became strict, standards were enforced daily. From the outside, nothing looked dramatic. From the inside, everything was logged. You stopped announcing, you stopped signaling, your movement spoke. Clarity created leverage, leverage compounded faster than effort ever could. Winning stopped being your goal, it became the conquest. You protect the system, outcomes followed. Certainty replaced anxiety. There was nothing left to prove, only work to complete. The path is narrow, distractions will fall away, execution remains. This is why you are going to win.